Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Wade Quebec alongside Rob Barger. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Had a little trouble getting into town. A little bit of off-field traffic here on the roads and got behind an oversized load. Rob coming in, so we're a little late getting here, getting our feed set up.
That's all right. We got it going now.
Rob had it all worked out for us, and then we had to switch phones at the last second. Looks like Colin Wood, number 8, the left fielder, going to start things off for the Pirates. Wood struggled last night, 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He's going to look at ball 1 from Cooper Francis, the pitcher on the mound. For the defense for the Cobras, Cooper Martin over at third, Kuchler at shortstop, Major LaRue at second.
Jace Cheney at first, left field at Giannis, center field Warren, and right field Easton LaRue.
Yeah. Cobras sticking to a similar defensive pattern as Wood fouls this second one off, falls behind Francis 1 and 2. Cobra defense has been pretty consistent all year long. One change we do have in the lineup, Weston Krupa in to do the designated hitting duties.
We'll see how that fares for us.
Yeah, he'll be in the 9-hole tonight. This one's going to be lifted by Wood out near right field. Going to be close to the line, but going to drift foul. So the count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Need like a hood for this iPad.
I was thinking about that. We were talking about the glare yesterday, Rob.
Yeah, it gets you a little bit.
Wind fairly strong. I'd say another 12, 15 mile an hour day blowing in. Going to be a pitcher's day. Ball's probably not going to travel real well. Will die in front of outfielders. Cooper drops a curveball on Wood for the first strikeout victim of the day. It's a good sign for Cobra pitchers here. But bad news is, number 1, Weston Jackson stepping in. Jackson was a thorn in the Cobra side. Got things started last night for the Pirates with a double and came around to score with Jair Flores doubling off the Cobra starter Cheney last night. Cooper tries another breaking ball, but it stays up. Kansas dots that one right where he wants it, but winds up being just off the plate. Nice velocity there by Francis. Jackson again with the wide stance. He's going to take a healthy cut at that one, but foul it straight back to the net. 2 balls, 1 strike. Defense playing fairly straight up here. Middle infield's back near the outfield grass. Cooper Martin is about 2 steps behind third base. And Jace Cheney playing about 4 steps behind the bag over here at first. Jackson going to roll over this one, get it to second base. LaRue toss over to Cheney for the second out of the inning. 4-3 scored on your cards, and quickly 2 down for this Cobra defense. Yep. Jair Flores is going to step in for the Pirates, and he was last night's pitcher. We mentioned 11 strikeouts against Cobra hitters last night. That was a tough night offensively for the Cobras.
Started with 6 in the first 2 innings, if I remember correctly, right?
Yep. Jair Flores was 1 for 4 last night. Did start out the first inning with a double and an RBI. He's going to look at strike 1 from Francis. A little bit more of a closed stance here for Flores, but he moves way up in the box. And Francis is going to miss outside. Both teams last night played very well defensively. Flores going to rip this ball into left field through the 5-6 hole. Giannis going to get down on it, toss it into the cutoff man, and with 2 outs, Pirates have their first runner aboard. Number 23, Mason Hill, the first baseman. Last night's catcher stepping in, as we'll see a courtesy runner for Flores, as Flores doing the catching duties tonight for the Pirates. We have a little walk-up music and everything a little running a little different tonight. Rob? On the scouting report, Hill, a big, tall, he's waving a terrible towel again out of his back pocket, but scouting report, big, tall hitter. He's got some power. He'll look at a fastball, will miss high for ball 1. A small lead at first base by the pinch runner there as Hill drives this one back. It's going deep. Giannis going to come next to the wall. Going to bounce just off the base of the wall, toss it in. Hill's going to have an RBI chance here. Play at the plate. Going to be close, but late. Sam can't quite find it. And Hill's on second with a double. A ringing double out to the base of the wall. And a runner scores around from first, a pinch runner. And again, Lytle takes a 1-0 lead, doing their damage with 2 outs here. Hill going to go give his arm guard to the third base coach.
Arm guard, elbow protector, shin protector, sunglasses.
A little bit of everything, you know.
Oven mitts.
Yeah. His mama's oven mitts in there too, Rob. Devin Cordova, the Pirate pitcher, stepping in now in the 5-hole. Francis checks the runner at second. Comes home with a curveball. Cordova was sitting back on it, but fouls that one straight back for strike 1. Francis elevated that curveball just a touch. Needs to get that ball down, breaking away from him. Hill with a fairly small lead at second. LaRue checking on him from the second base spot. Francis going to miss low, staying with the slide step. Don't think Hill's got a lot of speed at second. Don't think he's going to be a threat to steal from second. Francis got a little time for a leg lift here if he wants to. Stay on top of that ball. A lot of chatter from the Pirate dugout again tonight. And this one's going to be flared out to right field. Going to be close to the line. Gonna fall just foul. And Cordova.
The Pirates being very aggressive at the start of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And we learned a little bit, Cobra pitching learned a little bit last night. They were hunting fastballs early in the count. Kind of expect them maybe to pitch a little bit backwards today, start them with some breaking stuff early, and then come with a fastball later, because they were definitely hunting, looking for their swings early in counts. But obviously seeing them last night and seeing them again today, they put the bat on the ball. They appear to be a very, very good hitting team. And Cordova's going to drive this one to center. Warren back on it. He's going to catch up to it and put him away. Cordova F8 for the last third out of the inning. And with 1 run early, Lytle takes the lead, but Cobra's coming in to bat in the second.
That's right. You're watching Cobra Varsity Playoff Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Let's go, Bryce.
Number 9, center fielder Bryce Warren stepped into the plate here in the top half of the second inning for the Cobras. Down early.
Down 1.
And Cobras generate 1 base runner in the first inning. The Pirates only generate 2, but one of those came around to score. Warren going to watch that one sail a little bit low for ball 1. Cordova going to get the sign, hides the ball back behind his hip.
Yeah, I've been doing that all night.
Warren going to foul this one back, going to run into the net here. Even the count, 1-1. It's not an echo. We have a play-by-play announcer here.
Play-by-play tonight.
Warren toes the line in close to the plate here. Cordova comes, brings with a fastball outside, misses off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Hitters count here. As has been the case all through the playoffs. 4 umpires out in the field, so everything's going to be covered. Warren going to slap this one just over third base. Shortstop has a long run and runs it down. Man, that's an impressive play there. First out of the inning.
Let's
I think that ball got up into that wind, just held it a little bit
I
long.
did not think he was going to get there.
I didn't either. That was actually over the third baseman. And that shortstop ran a long way back there to get it, but he's playing 2 steps out in the outfield grass. Easton LaRue will come in, the right fielder. Cordova misses low with the first pitch. Middle infielders playing back in the outfield grass. Gives them plenty of time to make defensive plays here. Easton going to slap this ball on the outside part, going to drift out to the right fielder. He settles under it, makes the catch. So quickly 2 down for the Cobras. Yep. Easton a little bit of a defensive swing there, basically threw his hands at it, but kept it in foul territory. Was wanting really probably just to want to foul that one off, and unfortunately stays in play and for the right fielder to make the catch.
Cowboy at the plate here.
Cowboy Cooper Martin, Cobra's third baseman, stepping in. This one he's going to watch split the plate for strike 1.
Let's go.
Plenty of time in this ball game, but Cobra offense needs to get something rolling. Put a little pressure on the Pirate pitching staff as Cooper rolls over this one to the shortstop. Shortstop's got time. Throws a little low, but puts him away 6-3 for the third out of the inning. Excuse me. And Cobras go down in order. Lytle carries the lead 1-0 in the bottom of the second inning here.
Watching Cobra Varsity Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Stop number 6, Toby
Welcome
Davila.
back, Cobra Sports fans. Varsity Baseball for you here. Playoff game number 2 out of Karn City.
Toby.
Field, I'm Rob Bardenberg. Wade Quebec bringing you this game live.
Yeah, just made a heck of a defensive play in here in the last half inning, and Pirate shortstop Toby Davila steps in. Davila last night was 1 for 2 with a walk. Came around to score the second run for the Pirates last night. He'll look at that first one low for a ball. This one will catch the outside part of the plate, strike at the knees. Counts evened up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Davila's going to lift this one out of play on the right side. He'll be facing a 1 ball, 2 strike count when we get the ball back in play here to Francis. Major LaRue playing back on the outfield grass took a little bit of note from the Pirate defense, and Francis tries to blow a fastball up high. Davila late on that one. Nice pitch by the pitcher. Good battle going on here. Nice breaking ball, stayed high in the zone. Davila able to hold up his swing. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He'll look at the 6th pitch of his at-bat right here. Francis tries another breaking ball that stays up high. Count will run full. Francis got good stuff right here. Like you said, he's talking to himself a little bit hard on himself. Just needs to stay in this thing because he can handle these Pirate hitters. Leadoff runner gets aboard here via the walk, does Davila. Damian Barco stepping up. He was 0 for 3 last night, reached on an error and struck out once.
Let's get 0 for 4.
let's keep him consistent in this game. Davila with a small lead at first. And Barco squares the bunt, pulls it back, but it falls in for a strike. No balls and a strike. Cooper Martin playing on the grass already, charged in. Cheney holding the runner at first, so Francis will have coverage on this first base side. Barco going to square up again. Looks like it was just a decoy for the. He gets him, pulls his hand. He caught stealing. He pulled his hand. He was in safe. The throw was there in time. Looked like his hand popped up, so he got him. Caught stealing erases the runner. 2-4 there on the score for the first out of the inning and clears the bases. And Barco, I believe he called that a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's high.
Francis misses high. 2 balls and a strike here. Cobras needed that play defensively, keep those Pirate runners off the base path. Sends Francis back into the windup. And he's going to blow one past fastball. Barco with a big cut at it. Healthy cut and missed.
12-second rule. Throw it again. It's a new rule.
It's a new rule, yeah. Francis going to pick up his second strikeout of the evening. This time it's looking for Barco. He'll strike out for the second time in the series. And number 12, third baseman Juan Potlan going to step in. Potlan able to sit back on a curveball last night off of Jace Cheney. Potlan was 1 for 3 last night in the ball game. Potlan open stance here. Going to look at curveball. Miss outside for ball 1. Francis is going to fall off. Looked like he slipped a little bit right there. Ball sails outside on him.
Let's go.
2 down, no runners on. Francis just needs to come back and attack this hitter. This one's going to bounce off of Francis. He's going to field it, pick it up, throw over to Cheney at first base. Score at 1-3 for the third out of the inning. Unconventional, but 3 up, 3 down. Keep the Pirates off the scoreboard. Cobras having a chance to come in, get something going offensively here in the top half of the third inning.
Thank you. That's the key thing. Keep the Pirates off the scoreboard.
That's it, Rob.
We'll be back shortly. No commercials tonight, ladies and gentlemen, due to UIL regulations. We're going to quiet, put some information up from you.
Pitch count
We've got
after
Mikey
2.
and Wade Dance.
Lytle,
Keep that up.
19, Industrial, 30.
Welcome back, Cobra Sports fans. Jace Cheney to the plate.
Cheney playing first tonight. Did an excellent job pitching. Was able to stay within his pitch count total. Both guys last night. Very efficient game.
Very efficient. Low scoring game, really, for the most part.
Yeah. A lot of defense. A lot of good defense flash last night. Cordova's going to bring the first one. It'll hit the inside part of the plate for strike 1. Cheney trying to do something the Cobras didn't do a lot of last night was get leadoff runners on. Cordova going to miss high. This one looked like a fastball. Just got away from him. Flores able to reach up and snag it. So for now, Rob, the bull's safe back there. The mascot's safe. Cordova going to bring something, a little bit of velocity off of that one. Cheney able to reach out and foul it, but probably out of the strike zone.
As long as they don't hit our camera.
The best views are always the most dangerous spots to put them. Cordova going to step off, reset here. Maybe try to quick pitch Cheney. Cordova hiding that ball around the backside of his hip. Cheney going to swing at the inside pitch and miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the evening for Cordova. Number 11, Weston Krupa, designated hitter in the number 9 spot, stepping in. Krupa has been primarily a courtesy runner.
Saw some action at the beginning of the season in some of those tournaments they played.
Yeah. Looking for him to get things started at the bottom of the lineup, turn it back over to the top. See if we can generate some traffic on the base paths. This one's down low. Missed for ball 1. Pirate defense on the infield. Got third baseman over their pot line. In on the grass about 3 steps. This one's going to catch the outside edge for strike 1 against Krupa. Middle infielders are deep. First baseman playing back over there. Expecting the bunt out of this 9-hole spot. Cordova going to step back.
Looks like we got a communication.
This one, Cordova's going to miss high. 2 balls and a strike. Both pitchers bringing good velocity today, as we saw last night. So you're looking at 2 pretty deep baseball teams, Rob.
Yeah, I think very evenly matched baseball teams.
Yep. This ball's going to hit the dirt right there at the plate. Krupa's going to get a plus count here at 3 balls and a strike.
Yeah, I think you got to take this one no matter what.
Yeah. You're looking one spot here, middle in, for something he can drive. Otherwise, he's letting everything else go by. This one's up high, elevated, but gets a call at the top part of the strike zone. Out of his hand, looked like that was going to stay high. Had some late action that caught the dip down and caught the strike zone there. Krupa going to swing through that one for second strikeout of the inning. 2 down. Leadoff man, Major LaRue, playing second base tonight. LaRue grounded back to the pitcher in the first inning. Excuse me, yeah, bunted there. LaRue swinging at the first pitch. This one's going to get out of play on the right side. Sail over the Cobra dugout this time. We're on the first base side.
Didn't quite make the softball.
They gave away all their snow cones last night, Rob. They didn't have any more ice left. Karn City has been exceptional host to us in the playoffs here the last few years. This year, no exception. Major swings through that one with his head flying out a little bit and misses it. Down 0-2.
About 0-2 here. Warning up. Here we go.
Cordova comes set on the mound. Major rips this one, but it's going to wind up over the light pole down the third base side. Out of play.
Almost got the lights on that one.
He's not Roy Hobbs in the natural, but we're looking for him to knock the lights out somewhere.
Yeah. That's one hell of a baseball movie.
It is.
I think everybody watched that movie growing up as a kid and thought, I can do that.
I want to be Roy Hobbs. This one,
Let's go.
LaRue to roll over. Third baseman dives in front of his shortstop. Shortstop had the play on it, but Major able to get by with the infield single.
2 outs, going to bring up.
He'll turn it to Cooper Francis. Potline dove in front of his shortstop there, Davila.
Got under him there and didn't make it to the.
Cobras catch a break here, see if they can do something with it. No, they've already got two down, but Pirates scored with 2 outs in the first inning to take the lead here. Cobras need to manufacture a little bit of offense themselves. Cordova, the lefty, expect to keep the run game in check here. LaRue able to get back safely. We heard that one, yeah. Everybody watching engaged in this game. Cobra faithful came in droves today. Early 5 o'clock game time start. Cordova trying a secondary pickoff move, something a little bit different.
Early.
They did. They had to.
They're drawing a lot of attention over there at first. I like that. Keep your eyes off the batter a little bit.
Yeah, Cordova has not much of a slide step. Wants to lift that leg, but he's certainly think about LaRue over there at first base. LaRue with good speed on the base path. Not a super aggressive lead right now, but expect him to stretch that a little bit more. Francis had a good pitch to hit there. Just missed the barrel of the bat on that one. Fouls it straight back. Good battle going on here at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. LaRue extends his lead just a touch over there at first. Cordova comes with the off-speed pitch, breaks low out of the zone for ball 2.
Your pitch, Coop.
This one again, gonna miss low. Cordova having a little bit of trouble finding the strike zone. Only striking this at bat, a foul ball by Francis. Short arm move is, Cordova's staring at the catcher, trying to catch LaRue over there sleeping, but keyed into that front side shoulder. As soon as he turns that towards the base, he cannot throw over there without it. Getting back. Francis going to watch that one sail high, get aboard. So a couple of base runners with 2 outs here. Turns it to Nick Kuchler. Kuchler singled in the first inning, but was unfortunately the final out and the fielder's choice to end it. Second time through the order for the Cobras to look at Cordova here. And we'll have a courtesy runner, Wyatt Kurtz, for Francis over there at first base. Flores out to talk to Cordova, his pitcher, settling down. Had trouble finding the strike zone on that last at bat.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher on first base.
Kuchler hitting the first inning out to right field between the 3-4 hole, put the ball hard on the ground. Doing it again here would score a run. Major going with a high leg kick. Double steal. Both of them safe. Great job of understanding what went on at first base there by Major. He saw the high leg kick. When Cordova did it again here, when he's standing at second, easy steal for him, especially with a right-handed hitter sitting in the box.
You got to get around that hitter. The catcher does. Buys you a little more time.
So 1-0 the count to Kuchler. Kuchler had a good pitch to drive right there, squares it up, but unfortunately just misses the barrel and fouled straight back. Tell you what, excellent job by Wyatt Kurtz too, seeing that.
At the same time.
He read that as Major had a good break. They were going to try to get him at third and was able to advance to second. Now you got 2 runners in scoring position. Good opportunity here for the Cobras to either tie or even take the lead in this game. Kuchler going to foul this one off the right side, gets up into the net. Cordova able, after a little bit of struggling with control in the last at bat, able to get ahead of Kuchler here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind is whipping, picking up over 15 miles an hour. Both flags full coming in from left center. Kuchler jumps out of the way on a ball inside, and it unfortunately comes back and catches him looking for Cordova's 3rd strikeout of the inning. All 3 today have come in this inning. Unfortunately, this one got with 2 runners on. Cobras don't score.
Yeah.
Still try those.
Runners in second and third. Controversial call there, I would say, on that last pitch.
Yep.
So we'll take a quick break and bring you Cobra Varsity playoff baseball back in a couple seconds.
Yep. Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Wade Kubeka alongside Rob Bargenbrook. We are in Karnes City for 2nd round playoff action, game 2 of this series. Cobras trailing the series 0-1. And the game so far, both of them 0-1. 9-hole hitter number 9, Travis Norton, their right fielder, stepping to the plate. Norton had a big game last night.
It was a hard out last night.
Yeah, he was 2 for 2 and to start the game, struck out his last appearance, but able to lay a bunt down and load the bases there. Norton will miss late on the fastball. Swing through it.
Let's go.
Martin playing even with the bag at third. Norton proved last night he is a good bunter. Laid up 2 balls right down on the line. One of them rolled just foul. One of them stayed fair for one of his hits. Norton able to catch up to the velocity this time. Fouls it straight back. Looked like Francis took a little bit off of that fastball. Wasn't quite as fast as the first one. 0-2 count here to Norton. Francis elevates.
Little chin music there.
Tell you what, Norton flinched a little bit on that one, Rob. He wasn't expecting that one in that location. He can swing through this one and strike out in his first appearance tonight, though. That's the 3rd strikeout on the evening for Francis. Turn it back over to Colin Wood. Wood 0 for 5 now in the series with 4 strikeouts. He is a strikeout victim in the first inning. Francis leaves this one on the inside part, falls off the plate for ball 1. Wood had to back out of the way of that pitch. Wood going to look at that one, be called a ball. Unfortunately, in the last half inning, that was the same one that got rung up on Kuchler there. Wood going to foul that one off. Francis gets back in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Francis going to bury this one in the dirt, short of the plate for ball 3. Cobras keep the leadoff man off the base path, but really need to put the Pirate offense behind.
There you go. Wayne fight back there.
Count runs full, and Wood will see his 6th pitch of the at-bat here. Wood going to swing at this one, foul it off. So good bat.
It's kind of died down a little bit here. Those flags are not kicking as much.
Seems like we get a little bit of swirling effect. We're on a hill right here in Karn City. The school in the background back there. It's kind of where the wind's coming from. So occasionally get, like you said, Rob, get a little bit died off down here at ground level. Francis going to bring this one in close to the strike zone. Ball's going to fade just foul over the first base side. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Wood getting a good look at this at-bat at Francis. Francis going to miss off the plate there. Wood draws a walk. First time aboard in the series. And a big trouble right here from their 2-hole hitter, Weston Jackson. Jackson was 2 for 4 last night. Grounded out in his first appearance today. And Francis will have to throw out of the stretch now with Wood over there at first base. Slide step, and Wood and Francis elevates for ball 1 here.
Let's go to work. Coop, you're right, bud. Get one out.
Now the breeze picks back up.
Francis going to miss again, ball 2. So working behind the top part of the order here.
Reset up there on the mound.
Middle infielder's playing a little bit back. Should be playing in double play depth. As Jackson going to foul this one off the left side, going to get out of play.
That was drops foul.
Just in foul territory, short of the fence. But Giannis, I know it. Giannis playing in off the foul line there, unable to get to that one. That wind was helping push that ball into foul territory and further away from Giannis as well. Giannis going to take a couple steps over, get a little bit more of a step towards the line here. left-handed hitter, lefty on righty matchup here.
Good pitch.
Francis drops a good curveball in.
That was inside.
Fell just off the plate.
Jackson.
3 balls and a strike.
Good spot, Coop.
After retiring the 9-hole hitter, Francis struggling a little bit here with getting a call.
Hit.
Francis pumped that one in. Looked good, Rob. I'm not sure exactly where that was, but must have been off the plate away from the left-handed hitter.
He must have moved somewhere inside the zone, be my guess.
Yeah, Francis not real happy with that call.
We're going to have a little bit of a mound visit.
Yeah, this mound visit just to calm this pitcher down, Medina. 2 base runners are going to head over to the third base coach for Lytle. Figure out what they want to do. Probably talk about how Francis mixing up his slide step and lifting his leg a little bit.
Yeah.
Stepping in, 3-hole hitter Jair Flores, 2 for 4 last night. He had a single in the left field that, a double that went all the way to the single. Sorry, that was a single through the left side in his first appearance.
We'll have a 30-minute session, and then we'll play the rubber match.
So the defensive meeting is over for the Cobras. Kirk's back behind the plate, Francis on the mound, and runners for the Pirates are back at their bases.
Got time for that double play, Wade.
Yeah. Flores 3 for 5 in the series. Going to look at ball 1 low on the outside part. Double play still in effect here for the Cobras. This one grounded hard through the left side. Runner's going to round third. Play at the plate. He's going to be safe. Runners advance, second and third without a throw. Cobras fall asleep on that one.
Going to make it 2-0 Pirates.
So Flores remains hot. Winds up at second base, second and third.
Looks like we're going to get a courtesy run from
That's going to bring up first baseman number 23,
Mason Hill. 0 for 2 last night, but ripped the double all the way over Giannis's head in the first inning. Yeah, we talked about it. He squared up a fastball the first time. 1 down in the inning. Francis misses outside. His hat falls off. Might have thrown him off there a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Hill fouls this one off, runs off of Sam, and gets back to the net.
Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Francis delivers a curveball, freezes Hill, locks him up, and he watches that curveball drop right in the zone. Still a massively aggressive swing there by Hill. He's looking to do damage.
Really drive that ball, and that curveball caught him off guard.
Third.
Even up the count at 2-2.
Runner unable to advance as Sam blocks that ball, keeps it in front of him.
Here we go, Coop. Reset here, kid.
Cheney up on the grass at first. Martin also playing even with the grass. Infield is in for the Cobras. Trying to cut that runner down at home. Francis misses again, bounces a curveball in there, runs the count full to Hill. Hill struggled with it. The way he's taking practice swings, he's expecting getting a fastball here. He's going to watch this one sail high. Francis loads the bases with the walk here. Evan Cordova stepping in. Cordova flew out to center. Was 0 for 3 last night. Still looking for his first hit of the series.
Well, maybe that's what Cooper was thinking.
Might be. Can't blame him for staying away from Hill a little bit. You know, he drove that first ball well out. Actually, probably fortunate the wind was blowing in as hard as it was, Rob, because that ball was stung. Cordova going to look at this one down. Ball 1, the 4th in a row for Francis.
Cordova's 0 for 1 on the day.
Francis going to miss high. Sam might want to go out and talk to his pitcher, just settle him down, slow him down just a bit. He's repeating. We talked about that 12-second rule. It can happen on both ways. Cordova tries to lean into that one, but it catches the inside part of the plate for strike one. 2 balls and a strike. Cordova going to rip this one into left field. 2 runners going to come home. Play at the plate, though. Martin.
Another runner's on the way.
Ball bounces in. Will not have a play. Going to have a play at third. Wow, it looks like the throw was in time. Pirates pick up 2 runs, now leading this ball game 4.
Shortstop number 6, Toby Davila.
Toby Davila stepping in. He was 1 for 2 last night with a walk.
2 runs came in.
Walked in his first appearance in the second inning. Was caught stealing.
Makes it 4-0 Pirates.
Pitching.
Warming up with that. We'll take a quick break and bring this game back to you. Bring this game back to you shortly. You're watching Cobra Varsity Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Oh, 1 out, 2 on.
Welcome back, Cobra Sports fans. New pitcher Easton LaRue on the bump.
Toby Davila, the batter for the Pirates. He's going to look at strike 1 as LaRue splits the heart of the plate. Big right-handed hitter. He is going to be in the windup with runners at second and third. Davila going to sting this ball into right field. Going to be a sacrifice fly opportunity. Cheney with a strong throw in. Play at the plate. Going to be high. Will not advance. Will not get him at the plate. Excuse me. Second base. Runner at second base will not advance. So sac fly. F9 on that records the second out of the inning, but another RBI for the Pirates shortstop. Damian Barco stepping in. Barco struck out looking in the first inning. He was 0 for 3 last night with the strikeouts. Looking for his first.
Inside, 1-0 count.
That fastball misses on the inside part of the.
Good from here.
Yeah. That one's going to clip the zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Pirates second baseman. Not much of a lead there at second base. LaRue comes with Slide step. This one's going to be fouled out of play back towards the softball field.
No snow cones or nothing.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 4 runs already in the inning. An RBI opportunity still with the runner at second base.
High, 2-2 count.
Gonna watch that one sail high for ball 2. That ball's gonna clip the top of the strike zone. He'll go down looking for the second time tonight for the 3rd out of the inning. 8 hitters batting that inning, Rob, and Pirates pick up 4 runs. Cobras now trail 5-0.
5-0. Got an answer here, Wade.
Cobra's still looking for their first run of the entire series. So we'll be right back in a minute with the Cobra offense here. You're watching Cobra playoff baseball on the Cobra Sports Network. Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Wade Kubeka alongside Rob Bargenbrook.
Yeah, reset my mic, see if it's working. There it is. Look, it's turning yellow.
You thought Rob was being quiet today, but he really did have a technical issue.
Number 20,
Sam Kurtz stepping in, cleanup hitter for the Cobras. He'll do the leadoff duties this half inning. Cordova on the mound still for the Pirates. He was given a gift there with 4 runs in the bottom half of that inning.
He sure was.
Top of 4th here for game 2 of this series.
Strike 1.
Kurtz looks at strike 1. Flips the inside part of the strike zone.
Something you like here, kids. Something you like.
Cordova steps off the backside of the mound. Looks like catcher was having a little bit of trouble with his pitch comm. Can't hear what's going on. They're going to call time and get things sorted out with coach over there. Everybody moves these pitch comms, makes things a little bit easier, not having to signal so much from the dugout.
I know it sounds pretty simple, Wade, but I mean, Cobra's at the plate. You can't get 5 runs with 1 swing.
Nope, got to chip away at this. Like you said, they are still looking for their first run of this series. They're not going to do it all in 1 swing. They got to chip away at this.
Base runners, base runners, base runners.
Not going to be easy. This Pirate defense has proven to be fairly strong here. Cordova pumps this one in at the knees. Called strike 2.
Strike 2.
And Kurtz is down. No balls and 2 strikes here. This one goes off speed. Sam stings it, but it's right at the right fielder. He settles under it, makes a grab, a line out to right for the first out of the inning. 4 innings, and all 4 innings, leadoff man for the Cobras has not reached base. So Bryce Warren flew out to shortstop his first time up. Heck of a play out into actually left field, but shortstop ran that one down.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable play that he was able to run down.
Ball stays high, but clips the top part of the zone. Strike 1.
They're all over the place back there, Blue. Come on now.
Warren watches this one, sails up high.
Looked like the same pitch.
Just off the strike zone. Warren nice and settled there.
Here we go, Bryce.
Cordova looked like he tried to take something off of it. Change velocity. Warren gonna slap the head of this one and gonna be over there towards first base. First baseman makes the catch in foul territory for out number 2. And quickly, Cobras are facing a deficit here
7
of
Eastern.
5 runs. They're going to have to generate some offense with 2 outs. LaRue came in to pitch last half inning. He flew out to right field in this first at bat. Cobra swinging early in the count. Cordova's pitch count not very high at this point. I think he started the inning with 22, I believe they said.
Oh, that's not a lot.
No. Pitch count. They must have. I don't know why people are having. Cobra Sports Network never has.
We never have technical issues. Never ever.
They say that tongue in cheek, but it looked like pitch count was giving them trouble again. Cordova going to miss low. This one looked like he came with something a little bit off speed there.
Well, we talked about last night and even tonight. They kind of went at Sam this last time, but Easton and Sam, they pitched different. Kind of pitching around them.
Easton going to lift this one, flare it right to second base. Second baseman settles under it. He's going to make the grab for the third out. Cobras go down in order. F4. And Easton LaRue will be back to the mound. See if they can hold this Pirate offense at bay.
Got to hold them back and start scratching some runs, White.
Yeah. 4th inning action. We'll be right back. You're watching Cobra Playoff Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Juan Hotline.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Wade Quebec alongside Rob Bargenbrook.
Evening,
Third
folks.
baseman for the Pirates, Juan Potline coming into the plate. Potline,
Hit that line drive last night. We were kind of surprised us.
he did. Stung it out to left field. He grounded back to the pitcher, hit it off of Cooper Francis in the 2nd inning. Francis able to retire him. And LaRue will sail this one high for ball 1.
High ball 1.
So in the series so far, Potline is 1 for 4. And he will slap this ball into the power alley. Looks like that ball's going to get down past Cheney. Dropped it in no man's land between the 2 outfielders. And Warren able to secure it, get it in. Potline has his 2nd hit of the series. And leadoff runner aboard for the 9-hole hitter, Travis Norton. Norton struck out in the 3rd inning. He led off that last inning. His 2nd look, but first time seeing Easton LaRue on the mound. Norton going to square around. Norton proved he is a very good bunter. So Cooper Martin charging down the line here. Runner at first means the pitcher will have this side of the field. Norton. Graham going to pick this one up in foul territory. Looked like it went off his foot early too, Rob.
Yeah. 1 out.
1 out, 1 ball. Actually, yep, you're right. Yep.
If you know
that's correct. It hit him in the foot as he was going by. That's what I thought. It did hit him in the foot. So.
Andy helped us out on that one.
Yep. I thought it went off his foot. I didn't know if he was still in there, whether he was going to call that foul or not. But
Right.
Norton tried to advance. He did make contact with him out in front of the plate. That is an out. The first of the inning. It'll turn it back over to the top of the order, Colin Wood. Wood last time walked. Wood will bunt this time straight back to the pitcher.
Pitcher's over. It's
Easton
time.
will field it, throw over to his brother at first for the second out of the inning.
2 outs.
1-3, 2 down.
Number 1, Weston Jackson.
Turns
Interesting
over.
approach here. Bunting back to back there.
Yeah, move that runner into scoring position though. They already got a 5-run lead. They're trying to build on it, make this hill even taller for the Cobras to climb. Weston Jackson, they're turning it over to a very dangerous part of their lineup. Weston Jackson
Courtesy runner number 21.
in this series so far is 2 for 5.
Gonna get a courtesy runner for number 13. Number 21 checks into the game for the Pirates.
Potlon is the third baseman, so that's actually a pinch runner.
Pinch runner.
Yeah, unless he's coming in to do the pitching.
21 for 12 is what I heard.
Okay. .21 in to do the running duties. He'll be a pinch runner. And to the plate is Weston Jackson, left-handed hitter. Jackson will watch this first one sell high for ball 1. Easton pumps that one. Puts his top side of the strike zone for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Cobras trailing this ball game by a score of 5-0.
Telling signs.
Foul ball.
This one's going to be fouled straight back into the net as you hear him talking. It looks like the runner at second base is telling signs to the hitter, holding his arm back towards the base, signaling what the pitch was going to be. He's going to do it again. This one going to be flared into center field. No man's land. Warren in. Going to try to cut the runner down at home. Going to be there in time. Way to go. Runner is out. Nice outfield assist by Warren. Single on the play by Jackson, but
Good throw in. Good catch by Kurt on the dot. Got the out. But Cobras do have to wake up here. They're going to have to change their signs, do multiple signs, side signs, because they are picking them up.
yeah, they were picking them up there. So Pirates get no runs. 4 batters come to the plate, no runs. Still lead this one by a score of 5-0 after 4 innings.
Hey, didn't the Astros get in trouble for stealing time?
They did. I don't know. They had something about a trash can and a camera. You know.
We'll be right back. Welcome back, Cobra sports fans. Here at top of the 5th, Cobra's trying to put something together here to get back in this game, Wade.
Cobra third baseman Cooper Martin stepping into the plate. Martin grounded out to the shortstop his first time up tonight. Cordova going to try a breaking ball and just never got the grip on it. Sails way up and out. We talked about it a little bit between innings, but Cobra's down to 9 outs, chasing 5 runs here, so needing to generate some base runners, chip away one at a time. Cordova going to miss high in the zone, slightly above it. We've seen that pitch called a strike a couple times on the Cobras. Fortunate that one goes the other way because it is above his elbows there. Should be out of the zone. Another one going to miss up high. This one above his chin.
the old 3-0 no-go here, I think, because we need base runners.
Gotta have every base runner count. Not a lot of holes in this Pirate defense. They played some good defense in this series. No different today. This one got to clip the very top edge of the zone. Not even with his elbows. Was down from that first pitch, but not by a whole lot.
Be smart here, kid.
Cordova going to paint the outside corner again for strike 2. Comes all the way back for a full count. I like the patience by Martin there. Yeah, this one's going to be fouled up close. Going to get out of play over the dugout.
If it's out of play, we're
Count remains the same.
Unfortunately, Martin probably swung at ball 4 there. That one was up in the zone above his shoulders, but you know, I can't blame him being
in a tough situation, being full count.
Well, that pitch has been called a strike on a couple of Cobra hitters already.
It has,
with 2 strikes on them. So you never want to leave the call in the hands
Maybe
of the
the
umpire.
umpires don't want them to do 2 games, just one.
Might be. This one going to miss low. Martin will work a walk here. Turn it over to Jace Cheney. Cheney, a strikeout victim in the 3rd inning.
I think the bunt's an option here. Wait,
Yeah.
I mean, we got to scratch a run any way we can.
Only with 9 outs, though. I don't know that I would, Rob, just because we're chasing 5 already
Okay.
and only 9 to go. I think you're going to try to see if Jace can get something going. You don't want to give away too much too early because, while yes, it does get things going a little bit, and you're down to so few outs left in this ballgame. Cordova going to split the middle of the zone right there with strike 1. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Potline playing on the grass. He re-enters the game at 3rd base over there. Had a pinch runner earlier. This one,
Check the
Cooper
runner
almost
first.
caught frozen there for a second, but didn't have a big lead. Able to get back. Needs to watch that front side shoulder. He turns it over here pretty hard when he's going to first base. Cheney going to swing through that one. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Runner at first is Martin. And the Pirate defense will back up now with 2 strikes on the hitter.
Check the runner again there.
Another pickoff move over to first base. Cheney settled as Cordova comes set. This one, Cheney going to foul off the left side, get out of play over the Pirate dugout this time.
Reset the 0-2 count.
Reset, swing again. Not within 12 seconds.
Nope. Cordova going to check on Martin over at first. Come home. This time Cheney again going to reach out, just foul this one off. Probably on the outside edge. May have been a little bit off the plate, but just too close to let go by.
Well, based on the way the calls have kind of gone tonight, you're in a tough situation where you do have to fight that off.
5th pitch of the at-bat coming here. Cordova comes set behind his hip.
And then moves forward.
This one going to miss high. Cheney able to hold off on that swing. Had him in swing mode. We talked about that 12-second rule, getting that hitter back in the same routine. Cheney was used to swinging, but that one missed so far out of the zone, he's able to hold that one up. Cordova comes in the zone this time. Cheney swings through it for his 2nd strikeout of the afternoon. 1 down. And DH Weston Krupa, number 11, to the plate. Cooper worked a full count last at bat, but struck out swinging. Catcher steps forward. Flores talks to Cordova on the mound. Get things set for the infield, how they're going to play this. Potline in at 3rd base over there again. Cooper showed a little bit early as he lifted his leg, and 3rd baseman going to be able to charge here. Shows the bunt. They're going to let the Cobras bunt into that situation. Left-handed pitcher on the mound, he will have first base side, so he's falling off the opposite direction. Krupa swings late,
Miss, 0-1 count on
way
Krupa.
above the zone for strike one. Krupa squares around again. He's going to bunt this one into foul territory, so quickly down two.
0-2 count.
Don't know that I like that all that much, Rob, especially with only 8 outs left.
Well, if I was going to do it, I would have done it earlier.
Yeah. Well,
But-
he gets it down the first base side. You know, he's playing the odds that the pitcher's not going to get over there and be able to cover, because he did bunt that fairly firm. He's going to try to beat that throw out to first base. Krupa lunges forward and fouls that one off. Stays alive, but down. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 down. Cobra offense has had trouble getting going in this series as a whole. Need to generate some pressure on the Pirates. Pirates are cruising this one, leading the ball game 5-0. Cooper going to swing and miss it badly at a ball off the plate. Again, strikeout, his second of the day, and 2 down after a leadoff walk. But Major LaRue, top of the order.
Back to the top.
Major move over to first base in the 3rd inning there.
Yeah, kind of been that utility player this year.
Major had a single his last time up. This one he'll watch ball 1, miss low. Cordova going to check again on Martin over there. Really not that big of a lead over there. Just doing it to kind of keep things out of rhythm for the Cobra offense here. Doesn't want LaRue to get in the rhythm at home plate either. This one's going to plug Major right in the backside. And we'll have 2 runners aboard. Cobra's need to do something with it here.
I could be wrong, but I don't think Major liked that.
I don't think he did either. That one smarted a little bit. Cooper Francis stepping in for the Cobras. Francis walked his last time, grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st inning. So he's been on board once today. Need him to get on board again here.
Francis is 0 for 1 on the day with a 5.
Somebody start that Zydeco music for that kid.
I know. He's not used to this. That's what it is.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
They forgot their Louisiana playlist.
They did. Apparently. They didn't get the memo.
Cordova going to step off here as Francis still outside. Cordova was on the mound trying to get ready to pitch. Pirate defense going to play with 2 outs, regular depth. Not really going to worry too much about the runner at second base. Shortstop's going to check on him a little bit. Inside move with nobody there. Shortstop going to feint a move back over to second. This time Cordova going to come home. Francis rips the ball to the right side. Second baseman gets it, throws it a little high, but over to first for the 3rd out of the inning, 4-3. Cobras go down in their top half of the 5th inning.
Third baseman's back 5 feet.
With that, we'll take a short break here as Cobras take the field defensively. Wait.
Yep, absolutely.
Leading off for Lytle.
Welcome back, Cobra sports fans.
Catcher
Cobras take the
number
field
17,
defensively.
Flores.
Still down 5,
He's
Wade.
2 for 2 on
Gotta get
the
3 up,
day
3 down quickly.
with an RBI.
Easton LaRue still on the bump here for the Cobras. He'll face Jair Flores, a 3-hole hitter. Jair, the catcher, doing the catching duties today. Flores, 2 for 2 in the game so far, a single and a double, and drove in a run in the third.
Yeah, the first time they'll see
Easton.
Easton from the windup.
Flores swings at the first pitch, rolls over to the shortstop. Dusler keeps his throw over to LaRue at first. Retires Flores for the first time today. 6-3 for the first out.
First base number 23, Mason.
Mason Hill stepping in, number 23. Hill at first base for the
Hill's walk
Pirates
with
today.
an RBI double and a walk on the day.
Hill had a double in the first inning to left field and walked in the third, scored a run. That double in the first inning is Hill's only hit of this series, but Hill fights off a pitch
Saw
inside
that one off. It's going to be an 0-1 count.
for strike one.
I don't know.
Coach wants to have a word with Hill over there.
Apparently.
I looked down and missed it a little bit.
They've
Not
been
sure what he
talking
was-
for a while.
Whether he gave him a signal to take and Hill didn't take, or whether he's just trying to break Easton's rhythm. But Coach for Lytle doing a good job. I mean, these guys are obviously well coached. They're fundamentally sound. They're squaring up the baseball. They're playing good defense. You know, they're going to be a tough team, tough out. If Cobras have any chance to come back on them today, got to hold them scoreless here in this half inning. This time LaRue's going to miss outside.
Catcher.
Hill going to roll over this one again. Back to Kuchler. His second opportunity. He's going to toss over to LaRue at first. Retire Hill for the second out of the inning. 6-3.
Pitcher, number 24.
Working quick, I like it.
Devin Cordova stepping in. Cordova had a double to left field his last time in. A couple of RBIs on that play.
Cordova's 1 for 2 on the day.
That was his only hit of the series so far, so he's 1 for 5. Flew out to center in the first inning. LaRue going to miss high with this one.
Just changing his eye level a little bit.
He needed eyes on the top of his head for that one. LaRue going to clip the top of the zone there, strike
See that
one.
first pitch set up the second pitch, Wade?
Yeah,
You see that?
it's just a little bit lower. LaRue going to start with a curveball there. Unfortunately, slips out of his hand.
Doesn't really curve.
Nope, just got out of the way and got his bat down. That's dangerously close to fouling off his bat. Crowd has a good chuckle at that one of him being able to get out of the way. Cordova swings through that fastball. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one gonna miss high. Count's gonna run full.
Count for Cordova.
Cobra defense playing back just a touch. 2 down. This one gonna clip Cordova the hard way and get the umpire as well.
Cordova takes his pitch.
2 for there, Rob.
Brings up
Yeah.
shortstop
2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
Davis.
Maybe a few more stones too. Cordova will go to first base on the hit by pitch. That'll bring up Toby Davila. Davila sacrificed to right field, drove in a run in his last at bat. in the
Courtesy
third
runner
inning.
number 10, Lee Mills, comes in for Cordova.
Lee Mills coming in to do the running duties as a courtesy runner for Cordova.
Making Wade write a lot in his book. All these courtesy runners and pinch runners, and they're just trying to make your job hard.
I
Wade.
know. If I slow down a little bit, I'm just trying to sort it all out in the scorebook over here. Davila
Interesting leadoff there at first.
doesn't have an official at bat today. Walked in his first time up. Sack fly in his second.
Strike 1.
He'll foul the
Davis
first pitch off from
on
LaRue.
the day with the sacrifice.
His second time to see LaRue. LaRue came in to face him in the third inning with runners on. LaRue drops a curveball. Great looking pitch.
Nice pitch.
Way ahead early here. No balls, 2 strikes. Davila proving he can hit the ball. He's patient at the plates. See what LaRue can do with him here. This one's going to miss low.
Outside, 1-2 count.
Davila was 1 for 2 yesterday with a walk, so he's also been proven hard to retire in this Pirate lineup. Hill goes from first base. This one lifted well over the right side. Going to get out of play past the Cobra dugout.
Yeah, we'll reset.
Reset the 1-2 count.
Reset. LaRue came set for a long time and trying to change the pace a little bit. Hill expecting a breaking ball. Took off on that one. Got a good jump. LaRue actually came with a fastball. So Davila did a good job of fouling that one off. Protect his runner a little bit. Hill with not that big of a lead over there at first base. This one going to be blocked by Sam. Breaking ball bounces about 4 feet shy of the plate. For ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 count.
Davila will see his 6th pitch of the at-bat here. LaRue blows a fastball in there. Davila rips it, sends it back out into left field for a single. Hill will advance to second base. Number 3, Damian Barco.
Second base, number 3, Damian Barco.
Barco 0 for 2 today. 2 strikeouts looking. He was 0 for 3 yesterday with the strikeouts. If LaRue can find a way to get this kid out, get out of this inning with no damage. Two hitters retired early. Struggled a little bit here with the next 2. Going to drop this one into Barco for strike 1.
Yeah, I like that pitch when he throws it.
Barco didn't even move at the curveball. Seems like he didn't like it all that much. He was going to take that off the shoulder if it didn't break. Hill with a small lead at second, and LaRue pumps that fastball and hit on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. LaRue with the big lane around the backside. He's going to knock it down. Hop up quickly, try to get Barco at first. He does. Nice scoop by Baker at first. So 1-3 recorded. Got to have some big plays here. That's a good one to start with, Rob.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Big play there. Kind of a emotional play, motivational play, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
We'll take a break again, guys. Reminder, there's no commercials. Go get yourself something to drink. Get back in your lawn chair or couch, whatever it is, and we'll bring you these last 2 innings shortly.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome back, Cobra fans. I'm Wade Quebec alongside Rob Bargenbrook. We just got treated to a little Sweet Caroline over the PA system. Must be their 5th inning stretch there. Tradition here down in Corn City, Rob.
Game's 2 innings short. Move the 7th inning stretch back.
I guess.
Makes sense, right?
That must be. Nick Kuchler in for the Cobras from his 3 spot in the order. Kuchler struck out his last time single in the 1st inning.
Strike 1.
He'll look at a strike 1 from Cordova. Kuchler going to roll over this off-speed pitch. Makes the play close at first, but gets Kuchler by a step. 6-3 is the first out of the inning.
Catcher number 20, Sam Kurtz.
Sam Kurtz, the cleanup hitter for the Cobras. 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short in the 1st inning. Lined out to right in the 4th. Looking for his first hit. Cordova been especially efficient. 70 pitches to start this inning so far, working in a 6th inning of action. And Cobra's down to 5 outs left. Sam going to tag this one into right center, into the power alley. Right field will settle under. He'll make the catch to retire Sam.
They'll bring up number
2 down quickly.
Bryce Warren.
And Bryce Warren, our center fielder, stepping in. Bryce has flown out twice. Once to shortstop on the great play by Davila out and actually in left field early in the first inning. Excuse me, in the second inning, and then in the fourth he flew out to the first baseman. This ball's going to miss low inside for ball 1. Warren going to rip this one, not give Davila a chance, but going to get robbed by Norton out there in left field. Nice, strong hit out there, but unfortunately finds the glove of a Pirate defender for the 3rd out. Cobras go down in order, still chasing 5 runs. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning, Rob.
Yep. Game getting short about a minute.
Yep.
We'll take a quick break. You're watching Varsity Playoff Cobra Baseball on the Cobra Sports Network.
Best network anywhere.
Welcome back, Cobra Sports fans. This is Rob Bargerbrook, Wade Quebeca, bringing you this live baseball game from Carson City, Texas.
Bottom of the 6th inning here. The 3rd baseman, number 12, Juan Potlon, stepping in for the Pirates. Potlon singled out into no man's land in right center his last time up. Grounded out to the pitcher in his first time, but 2 good swings on the baseball. This one going to clip high, probably a little above the zone, but gets the call to LaRue. Going to tag another one through the 5-6 hole into left field for a single.
Brings up number 9, Travis Norton.
Leadoff man aboard. Wouldn't be surprised to see another runner here.
Yeah,
for Potlon.
They did that earlier in the it looks like they wouldn't be surprised to see a bunt again. Though.
Coach may not be wanting to waste base runners until he gets to second base, though. That might be the issue here. Travis Norton, a 9-hole hitter, stepping in here. Norton is 0 for 2. Retired on the bunt that hit him in the zone. This one clips just below the knees, falls just off below the knees for ball 1.
It's going to be a ball 1 count.
Norton proven to be a very effective bunter. He'll put it down both baselines, but keeps it right on the edge. Going to square again. Norton going to foul this one off. Tries to take off a little bit early. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out. Going to square the bunt again. This one, breaking ball is going to hit the dirt short of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Martin charging hard from third base. He's going to play even with the bag again, expecting Norton bunt again. He does. This one pushed. Good push. Not going to make it back. And Potlon going to advance.
From the pitcher, Potlon is on the move.
Fundamental baseball. And Potlon advances to third on the sacrifice attempt. A base hit for Norton with another bunt. His second of the series.
Gonna get a mound visit here, Wade. Just try to
Coach
calm him down a little bit, remind him where everybody's at.
bunt coverage, again, proving to be difficult, but that was really a well-placed bunt. Norton didn't let that die short. He pushed that to first base. LaRue had to stay back, holding the runner at first. It means the pitcher would have that side. He actually pushed it past Easton into second base territory.
Kind of that no man's land. And somebody's got to.
Hey, making the most of your opportunities. He is a very, very effective bunter there. So, tell you what, hard to beat sound fundamental baseball. And Pirates proving they are going to play the game the right way. Medina's breaks up the mound visit here. Going to talk to his pitcher, give him one final word of encouragement, tell him what's going on, how they're going to play this first and third situation. And we'll get back to business. Runners at first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Pirates leading this ball game by a score of 5-0.
Number 8, left fielder Colin Wood.
Colin Wood stepping to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in the first inning, grounded back to the pitcher. He walked in the third. LaRue going to miss with this one outside for ball 1.
Wood is 0 for 2 for the walk.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Cobras throw down. This one going to be
Strike 1.
thrown at and missed. Tried to get Potline here in a rundown. They're going to get Potline. Oh, wow. He's going to be safe. He's going to be out because he swiped at his hand. So I agree with that call. He swiped his hand at the ball. I guarantee you.
We're now run away.
Because when he tagged him, the ball was secure.
No, he was. And the Pirate coach is wanting a little bit of an explanation over here. Umpire very emphatic about it. He saw when he was trying to change hands, catch the runner advancing to third base.
Yeah.
One out for the Pirates, but a runner on third.
That one is caught stealing. That's going to be one away.
Trade places. And 2 balls, no strike, I believe. No, excuse me, 1 ball, 1 strike. He did offer it that last one. Too much stuff in the book to keep straight up. Colin Wood down.
I appreciate you doing the book. I can't stand the book.
I tell Will it's a lot easier just keeping the book, not have to worry about the boards. I appreciate you keeping the board over there too. LaRue going to clip the outside part of the zone for that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Wood behind an RBI opportunity with Norton just 90 feet away. LaRue going to be dangerously close to strike 3 there. Doesn't get the call though. Evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That ball was inside part of the plate, right at the knees. LaRue going to drop a curveball in there. Wood able to keep his hands back. Foul that one off.
Field again.
Wood going to fight this one off. A curveball that stayed up. Going to be out of play on the right side. He's going to be looking at his 7th pitch of the at-bat.
Go eat.
LaRue out of the windup. Going to get an advance. Runner tries to score from third is Norton. Gets him in a pickle.
Throw it now.
Throw it.
Now.
Martin tags him out. He got him. He got him. Yep. Caught stealing on the advance is Norton.
Wood steps back in with a 2-2 count.
2-5 there. And
2 down.
2 down. That is
Both
correct.
caught in the pickle.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And Wood strikes out again, his 2nd of the day. Pirates tried to add on to this lead. I like their aggressiveness. The coach is trying to put this game out of reach. Cobra's down to 3 outs here. They'll bat in the top of the 7th when we come back.
That's right.
Welcome back, Cobra fans. Top of the 7th inning here in Karn City. Cobra's trailing 5-0, and Easton LaRue, number 7, doing the pitching duties and
Now
looking to get the offense starting.
Want to help himself a little bit.
This inning will be LaRue, Martin, and Shane.
Pirates come together for one meeting, letting everybody know 3 outs here. Just keep everything in front of them. Don't be a hero. Don't let this offense get rolling here for the Cobras. 3 outs to win the game and win this series for the Pirates. Gonna miss low and inside. Almost clips LaRue. We talked about it briefly during the break there, Rob. Cordova started last inning with 70 pitches. Only had to spend 5 pitches last inning. So he's sitting at 75 here in the 7th inning. Just threw a 76th. That'll be a 77th for ball 2. Last night, complete game by Flores, 90 pitches, and Cordova made best team today.
Yeah.
LaRue going to rip this one straight at the shortstop. This one going to be in the dirt. First baseman digs it out of the grass. Retires LaRue. 6-3 for the first out. Cooper Martin stepping to the plate. Martin is 0 for 1 on the day. Walked his last time up. Grounded out to the shortstop in the first inning. Or second inning, excuse me. Martin was only one of 3 base runners on the day for the Cobras. Martin going to foul this one well out of play. He tattooed it, but lifted it. Drops the head of the bat on the inside part of the plate.
I think he was swinging for the fences.
He was. You know, really, it didn't look like he overswung either, Rob. He just dropped the barrel in the sweet spot, and that ball traveled. So Cordova's throwing firm here, so let him provide the power. Just barrel something up, put it in the grass somewhere. Middle infielder's playing very, very deep. Martin going to watch this one sail high for ball 1. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. This off speed a little bit on the outside.
2-1.
Came out of Cordova's hand a little bit funny. Misses on the outside part. 2 balls and a strike.
Need base runners now, Wade.
Yep. This one going to miss low and in.
3-1.
Count runs to 3 balls and a strike to Martin. Hitter's count here. Needs 1 pitch, 1 location only. If Cordova beats you on something else you're not looking for, don't worry about it. Cordova comes inside. Cooper gets the pitch he wants. Lifted well into the outfield. Outfielder going to settle under. Norton going to retire him from his right field position there in the power alley. 2 outs. Cobras are down to their final out. Still chasing 5 runs.
Yep. Jace
Cheney, the senior, pitched a heck of a ball game last night. 2-0 win by the Pirates. Today he is looking to get the job done with his bat. Give the Cobras some sort of momentum. Cobras have gone down in order the last 2 innings. Only had 1 extra base runner in the 3rd inning before that. So not much activity since the 3rd when the Cobras put 2 men aboard. Cheney going to watch this one sail high for ball 1.
High ball 1.
All day long, Pirate defense has kept the Cobras having to do something with 2 outs. Cheney going to swing through this fastball. Miss for strike 1. Ball going to sail high. Cheney will watch that one go by for ball 2. Cheney a strikeout victim both times today. Both times from the leadoff spot, this time with 2 outs. His 3rd time to see Cordova. Cheney going to foul this one off the left side out of play.
Foul back, we have a 2-2 count.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Cobra's down to their final strike. Cordova comes set, ready to deliver. This one will bounce in the dirt for ball 3.
The full count now.
Yep.
You know, if I'm Cheney, I'm thinking they're wanting to end this game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheney going to watch this one miss up. He'll draw a walk. Stay alive for one more batter. And Aiden Yanish going to come in and do the hitting duties. He has been in at left field. Cooper was in the DH spot, but Yanish will get a chance to hit here as Cheney will be at first base. Krupa struck out twice from the DH spot. That's why you're seeing Yanish getting this opportunity right here.
Right. Again, still on our last out, but we have a base runner now, Wade.
Absolutely. Doesn't need to do anything too much. Hit something firm, put it in play. Yanish going to watch this one flip the outside edge for strike one. Cordova still holding his velocity well here in the 7th inning, but like we said, pitch count really isn't all that high. Probably right around 80 right now, 80, 84.
Strike two.
Yanish will watch the second one go by for strike two. In a hole. And again, Cobras will face their last strike. Yanish swing through and miss that one. He'll be retired. Third out of the inning. The Cobras will lose this one and lose the series by a score of 5-0, 2 games to none.
2 games to none.
Tell you what, it'll be the last. We've got 7 senior starters out here on the field, 8 total on the team.
Right.
Can't do anything but tip your hat to these guys. These guys have been around the Cobra baseball program. It's been a lot of success even since their sophomore year. They were contributors with a good crop of industrial baseball coming behind them.
Well, I think it's 4 straight years in the playoffs. I heard yesterday.
Yep.
4 straight years of second round playoffs. I think 1 year or 2 years third round, if I remember correctly.
Yes, actually made it into the 4th round last year, and then, third round last year, and then the previous 2 years were in the 2nd round. That's right, correct. That year before that was actually a 4-way tie for second place within the district. So. But anyway, Cobra baseball has had a good run of success. A lot of it due to these 8 seniors that are on this ball game.
Yeah, but you're right, Wade. It's been my pleasure to watch them, and that'll do it for us here in Karn City. And that'll close out the Cobra baseball this year. And as always, Wade,
good night and go Cobras.